Hello my peculiars and welcome back, or welcome to my peculiar corner if you are new here. My name is Andy and here we are at yet another magical Friday encounter. I really hope you are doing well and that you enjoyed my last week's video. And now, today, because in the past I did a flip through a book called A Natural History of Magical Beasts, and I have to say that was the most successful video I've done, I decided to go on and do a flip through all the books that are part of this collection, because there are more. There are 4 books in the collection and one is gonna come up soon. I can't wait for that one. But if you want to see the flip through I did in the past, I'm gonna put the link down below in the description section for you, so you can just click there and go and see the Magical Beast book. But today I have a very special book for you, and it's A Natural History of Mermaids. Very beautiful, the same format as the other book, and the illustrations were done by Jessica Rooks. It was written by Emily Hawkins. I'm gonna link down below in the description the details for their socials, and you can just go and check out the rest of their work. Jessica Rooks does amazing illustrations and Emily Hawkins writes very, very nice books. But without further ado, let's crack on with the show and see what this book is all about. Here I am back and ready to show you the book. Now, you already have seen the cover, that's how it looks like. On the first page, as on the other books, we have the book this book belongs to, so you can just write your name. And beautiful illustrations. And then, this is written like a story again, from a point of view of an explorer, I would say. I really hope you can see it well. I had to do an entire setup to be able to film this video. Here it's the main page, and then we have the contents and a little note from the publisher. If you want to pause, just pause and read. I really hope it's visible and my camera focuses properly. And then here we have some letters. Again, pause when you want. And then here, setting sail, the voyage of the Challenger. Again, as I told you, it's written from a point of view of actually like an explorer, I would say. And then we start with the first Mermaids. And here you have a brief history of some of the first mermaids from different cultures. You can see we have a Triton, we have a Nereids, we have Sirens. We also have some pieces of information about how, you know, the past civilizations were putting mermaids and mer people on their coins. Now, mermaid sightings. Again, beautiful illustrations. We have different types of mermaids illustrated here. Then we have what are mermaids. So here we can just find out all about mermaids. For example, merfolk, our ancient ancestors. As you know, maybe you know, I'm not sure, I do know about this. There are certain theories how that, you know, we are coming actually from the people from the water and not necessarily apes. So very interesting point of view. Then we have merfolk anatomy. Very beautifully done. It explains to you everything, their tails, how they are made, their backs, the colors. It's so well done. It's literally like, you know, you can just take this book out of the Hogwarts library and just read about mermaids and learn all about them. Then we have merfolk tales. Now we have different type of tales. Here you have them explained on the side. For example, you have number 1, Merrow, number 2, a Selkie. Then, I don't know, randomly, number 6, you have a rainbow nymph, and that's here. Then we have the life cycle of a merfolk. Yeah, so you have it explained how, you know, merfolk are being born, and it's absolutely beautiful. The illustrations are so magical, they are so real. It really feels like those, you know, those are old atlases that the explorer were doing in the past. That's how it feels like. Then we have merfolk behavior, so how the mermaids behave. We have different types of behavior, of course. Then we have merfolk homes. So we see different type of habitats for the mermaids and merfolk. Then we have finding food. So how mermaids are finding food, what do they mainly feed on, and everything. Their weapons that they are using when they are catching their prey. Then we have merfolk and other animals, because of course, you know, the oceans and the seas are full of other creatures. So we have the mermaids, how their relationship is with other animals. Now here we have songs of the siren, and then you also have a key to the sea runes. We have the sea runes, and also we have a message here, some messages that we can, you know, find out if we put together all the runes and the alphabet. Beautifully done, interactive. Definitely your kids, and even as an adult, you will enjoy learning so many things, because there are also a lot of true facts here about the ocean life and the sea life. So definitely you would not regret buying this book. Now we have enemies of the merfolk. Of course we have enemies as well, and you have them here numbered, and then down there you have them explained. Then we have staying safe, so how the mermaids are staying safe. Then we also have the shell identification and uses. Again, as I told you, it's very educational. Like, as you can see here, they explain to you all the types of the shells you can find. And I think that's very important because, you know, if you go to the sea, you can always identify the shells. So then we have hidden wonders. We have the coral reefs and everything. Then we have merfolk of the world. So here we have different types of merfolk. For example, in Asia, in Africa, we have Australia and Oceania, and then here we have North America, South America, and we have Europe as well. Then we have merfolk habitats. So where can we find them? You know, we have different types: the open ocean, then we have polar waters, of course, you have kelp forests, all this kind. And also here you can also see the layers of the deep, which again, you know, this is very, very educational for kids to learn. Then we have merfolk of the poles. What kind of mer people can we find at the North Pole and South Pole? Beautifully done. Then we have merfolk of the seashore. And we have different types here. You have the European mermaid, you have the Selkie, the Melusian mare. Then the next thing we have is merfolk of the ocean forests. These are, I love the colors, just look how beautifully designed is everything and illustrated. A very good job. This I love a lot. It's called an underwater garden. So we have different types of, well, flora of the sea. And again, it looks like a biology book. It reminds me of those very, very beautiful biology atlases, or botanical atlases. Then we have merfolk of the mangroves. So as you can see, mermaids are everywhere. Then we have merfolk of the reefs. We have the coral reefs and everything explained here, each type of mermaid. Then here we have a gallery of corals. Look how beautifully designed they are. It's literally a piece of art. This book is literally a piece of art. Really, really beautiful. Then we have merfolk of the tropics as well. Again, different type of mermaids and their explanation. For example, we have like habitat, region, features, behavior. Then we have deep water merfolk. So here it's when we go very deep into the sea or the ocean, and what kind of mermaids we can find there. Very beautiful ones, fluorescent colors. Again, habitat, region, features and behavior is explained here. Then we have Merfolk of the Open Oceans. Oh, I'm gonna keep it for you. You can pause and read if you want. And then we have The Journey's End and a short recapitulation of everything that was discussed here with some picture of the adventurer, the explorer. And here at the end, some letters of the explorers. And yeah, here is just the last page, beautifully illustrated again. And this is the back of the book. Now, here it says, "Dear reader, are you ready to plunge beneath the waves to discover the truth about the creatures of the deep? Then look no further. In 1872, a ship named the HMS Challenger set sail on a grand scientific tour of the world's oceans. On board was a young marine biologist, Darcy Delamere, who kept a record of the expedition and the extraordinary sea creatures she witnessed, creatures that, until then, nobody had believed really existed. Her notebook survived. You hold a copy of it in your hands right now. And the creatures? You must have guessed it by now. The creatures were mermaids. Kept secret for more than a century, this volume features precise notes and detailed sketches revealing the different species of merfolk from around the world. Discover their life cycle, anatomy, habits, and habitats in this delicately illustrated album that unveils a beautiful underwater world sure to delight all lovers of myth and folklore." So yeah, this is again a natural history of mermaids, beautifully illustrated by Jessica Rooks and exquisitely written by Emily Hawkins. So definitely I recommend you to go and get a copy. Here I am back from the library. I really hope you enjoyed the flip through of this book. It's one of my most favorite books that I own. The rest of them are also very beautifully illustrated with a lot of attention to details and information. Everything is very well put together and very well taught and super educational. So hopefully for next week I am planning to do, we also have a natural history of fairies and a natural history of magic. So those two, and the book that is going to be released, it's called A Natural History of Dragons. As you can imagine, I am super excited and I actually will have to go and pre-order it very soon. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video and you would like to see more, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can always stay up to date with my content. And also like, comment so you can help a bit more my peculiar corner. But until next week, don't forget two very, very important things. Stay magical, stay peculiar, always. Bye!